So what is going on, guys and girls of the world? Um, I had a new present come in today, and this is probably the most money I've ever spent all at one time. But I've always wanted one. I finally finally was able to get a little bit of money together, and I got this. This is the DJI Mavic Air 2 um, drone. Um, I had always wanted to get a drone. I always thought they were cool. Never had the money to. Um, these vary from price to price and from model to model. The Mini was what I was gonna go with. I think there was actually four models in the Mavic series. One of which was discontinued, which I think was the Pro or the Pro 2. It's one of the two. Um, this was, I think, about $7.99, I believe. I got it from eBay, but I was able to get a promo code with it, and that promo code took off a little bit off of the price. So I think like altogether I paid about $7.50 for it. Anyway, this drone right here, I decided to go over because originally I was going to get the Mini. That was about $300, and if you want to upgrade the package, it was about $400. But doing a little bit of digging and research, the Mini did not have any of the obstacle sensors or anything that this did. So, in other words, if I was flying it, because I've never really flown a drone before, if I was flying this thing and being that I don't have any experience, I could hit a tree. It wouldn't go around it, it wouldn't teeter back and forth and maneuver and stuff like that. So that's why I went with this, because that'd be $300 down the drain, and I could do a lot with 300, believe it or not. So I just swallowed and bit the bullet, and I got this for the price. It has just about everything that you need. Cameras upgraded. I think it's 1080p. It has it's 1080p by 60, I believe. They advertise as 4K, but I've done research. It's not true 4K, but it's the closest that you'll get to 4K before jumping up to the next model, which is their newest one. I can't remember exactly what the name of it is, but that model is about $1,800. But with the bundle, which comes with everything, and upgraded parts and spare parts and batteries and a carrying case, upgraded controller, you're probably going to spend about $2,000 whenever it's all said and done. This came in really quick, actually. I got this, ordered this 3 days ago, and it showed that it was going to be here Saturday or Monday. And it actually came in here about 15 minutes ago. So I appreciate DJI and FedEx for doing all this. Anyway, back to it. First impressions, it came in a box, in a little FedEx box. It came with a piece of styrofoam to keep the box from rattling back and forth, which was awesome, because I fucking hate damaged packages. Let's see here. This isn't good. Made for iPhone. And I'm going to have to look into this because it wasn't advertised on their website that it was made for iPhone. Because I absolutely fucking hate iPhone. I have Samsung. Always have, always will. That's just my opinion. Everybody, y'all can post y'all's opinions in the comments. I actually kind of recommend it because I don't like to start crap, but I just think it's funny. I just like to see everybody's opinions. And the more videos I post, you'll learn that I'm pretty blunt and I usually say what's on my mind. And that's because that's just kind of the person I am, and I just don't give a shit. So, well, we'll just have to play with it and hope it works. Let's see. In the box, you have the aircraft or the remote controller, RC cable. You have 3 of those. You get a flight battery, power adapter, AC power cable. You get 3 pairs of propellers, 2 pairs of control sticks, a USB cable, and of course your flight instruction manual. Okay, well, being that I'm reading this, I haven't noticed this before, but it might still work with Android because it gives me an option for Google Play and also the Apple App Store. And usually whenever that happens, it is somewhat Android compatible. I'm hoping it is. I hate iPhones so much. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing. I'm assuming the flight manual is different. Flight manual, if you can see on the inside of the box here, I'm using my phone actually because I don't have a laptop or anything. I'll have to look into. I'm gonna figure this out. But anyway, I want to get to the main event. Here's the actual drone, and it's a lot smaller than what I would have thought a drone would be. And this is folded up. This is, I don't know, probably the size of a probably like a jewelry box. Whenever you get a necklace and they give you like the little box or whatever. Well, this is what it reminds me of. Little bit bigger than the palm of my hand lengthwise. It's actually pretty fucking impressive. This is all folded up anyway. Once you unfold it, there we go. They fold down. So they fold down and not out. The top two here folded just completely out. These on the bottom, you have to go down at an angle. So, well, I can do this. So you go down and they just kick out. And it will sit. Getting a little cluttered over here. Sit like so. Propellers here. Let's see here. I can see sensors right here. We're gonna have LEDs on all 4 propellers for visuality. We have the gimbal protector, which is right here. Take this off right here. On this piece of paper it says press the notch to remove the gimbal protector before turning on the power. So right here there's a little tiny little notch. I don't know if you can see it on the phone because I don't know what the phone's doing. Being that I'm poor essentially. So push that. And it should pop. There we go, just like that. So here's the camera, and it has a full range of motion. Obviously not 360 degrees, about 180. You can angle it whichever way you want. The camera itself flips up and down. That'll all be by controller. Anyway, it's pretty badass actually. We're going to put the gimbal protector back on here for now until we get ready to fly it, which I will post at a later video. Let's see here. Please charge to activate the battery before using it for the first time. So, I guess here. It's a pretty big battery. The battery brick is about the size of my hand, palm of my hand anyway. Fits right in there. I think it's advertised that it gets 35 minutes of flight time. Now, other people who have this drone, you can look them up. Just YouTube. DJI Mavic Air 2 flight time comparisons or whatever. A couple people have said that it goes because you're never going to get the full time or the full distance of what these drones can actually do, unless you probably get up into the $5,000 range, which at that point I'm never going to see because I just don't have that kind of money to just blow. Nor do I have a job that really concerns. I just got this for a hobby and for fun. This would probably run about 30 to 32 minutes. And supposedly it can go out to 11 miles. Again, people have said different things to where this drone can go 33 minutes tops, and then it'll turn around whenever there's about 17% battery left, or it won't take off whenever it's around 17%. So your battery has to be fully charged, or it'll automatically send back to home. Stress that. Send back to home. So your drone doesn't get lost in the woods or whatever. But fully charge your battery. Again, I'm going to post later on another video of me flying the drone. But inside, man, looks like something out of a military movie. You have your fresh packet, which people use for their shoes. I'm sorry for the stuttering. I'm doing all this right off the top of my head, so just bear with me. I know I fucking suck. We have the quick start guide, which most of it's in Chinese on the back. Oh yeah, a lot of it's in Chinese. There we go. Flight, how to assemble your propellers, the Fly app, all that good stuff. We also have in the box disclaimers, yada yada yada. Nobody ever reads it. They just want to get to the main event, the drone. This is badass right here. We have the controller itself. This is the upgraded controller. This is what I had wanted to make sure that I had, because I've looked into all the DJI products, the reasonable price ones. Really, really good click responses too. I love that. Anyway, sorry. They said that this controller is a lot more ergonomic and it feels kind of bulky. It reminds me of the Xbox One controllers. That's the closest thing I can compare it to. But, holding it and actually getting to physically hold it instead of seeing it, it's actually not bad. I could probably get used to that. I'm assuming here, if you look, they have these 4 LED slots right here. I'm assuming that's battery life or connection. We'll find out. Of course, DJI logo right here. We have 3 options with a toggle switch: normal, tripod, and sport. We will figure that out eventually whenever I look into it. We also have joysticks. The joysticks come right here. I'll assemble all this later on. USB slot right here for a wire of some sort. Power button. I'm assuming that this is the return to home. Right here, we have a camera button that's right here. We have something that says FN button. We have a little rotator dial right here. I'm not sure what that does. We also have a camera toggle button right here. Just listen to that click. You hear that click? Listen. Oh, and we just turned on the remote with the power button. All right, there we go. It turned off. Yeah, I think this button up here with the camera is also your video button. Let's see, we're gonna figure out. It looks like there's also has like a little fan built into the back side of it, so the controller doesn't overheat, which I think is pretty cool. It's got like a little mesh grill on the back side right here. That's why I'm assuming that. But we are going to see how. There we go. See how this thing mounts your phone. Well, that's actually really nice. So your phone is going to sit, I'm assuming sit around this area. You have little cables on the inside here and here. There's two separate cables. They're just split down the middle. I'm assuming, yeah, there we go. So this is for fucking iPhone. Maybe there is also a slot for, there's this side. This side I'm looking at. This side right here is for your Android. There we go. Okay, so it does come right out. It's a unisex cable. One side, because it was weird how it was lined up in here. It literally looked like it was just built into the controller, and you had the iPhone option. Yeah. So there is an Android version, Android option. I'm hoping to God it is not the C-type, because I'm running a Samsung Galaxy S5 Active. I'm way behind. I'm hoping this is US. I'm hoping that it's compatible with my phone. If not, I'm in a world of trouble. Fuck, hope it's not a C-type. Anyway, we are going to also see, being that I'm recording on my phone right now, I'm not actually going to set my phone in here yet. Not only that, but I am going to read a little bit more to see how it's going to fit in here so I don't fuck it up. Okay, that's enough of that. And I was reading about the other controller because I wasn't going to pay for an upgraded controller. The other ones had two antennas that came up right here, and they had the manual adjustments for your radio signals and stuff, and they had two little arms that I just did not trust. If you ever look at the controllers, they're a lot slimmer, and they're cut out like a PlayStation 4 controller. These little pieces down here had arms that came out kind of like this, and your phone would sit up in there, and I don't know how the arms would hold the phone to get onto the controller, but it did some sort of way. So yeah, I do like this design. It's growing on me already, and I haven't even fired it up yet. So minus that and the drone, let's see what else we got in here. What kind of goodies? We have accessories. Everything was really nice and packaged in here, by the way. Drone was sitting on top of this box. That was sitting on top of this. Controller was right here. You have your accessories now. That was a really high quality box too. I might actually keep that. First time I ever keep packaging from anything that I've ever bought. I highly, highly recommend DJI though. DJI has gotten numerous reviews for all of their drones. Would be nice to get a sponsorship one day, or just a sponsorship in general, because I'm kind of new to the YouTube game. Some of my friends have YouTube accounts, so this is actually kind of like one of my first major professional unboxing. Notice how I said that, professional unboxing videos. Anyway, we have in the box DJI branded power block. Let's see. This must be one of the cable blocks. Also, let's see. Where's that box set that showed what was in here? Where's it on here? Let's see. Bear with me here, folks. Alright, here we go. So, this is the power adapter. Not sure what this is yet. This has a couple of USB pieces in it. Oh, this might be actually spare pieces. Oh, spare. It's two spare cables. They're like this, like on the top of the controller, I guess, to link your phone up or plug it into the actual controller itself. But you've got two of these. It's actually pretty cool. So we got the power block, got that. Let's see what else we've got in here. A little baggie of some sort. Open this up. Extra joysticks. I like that. Thank God. I don't ever intend on breaking these, but these are kind of these are really good to have, and they're tight. I guess they're some kind of titanium. They're kind of heavy. They are very, very small, but they are very good material that they're made out of. We got little rubber gaskets on the sides. They have excellent milled, rigided finger grips on the top. We have, this is one set, the extra set. Hell yes. Let's see what else. We got a little bit left, guys. Hang in there. Bear with me. I know I suck. USB cable. Again, looks like a C-type. I'm hoping it's not, but I have a strong feeling it is. See what else we got. In the meantime, y'all send me, or y'all comment how bad of a job I'm doing here. If I suck, what I can improve on. Feedback is encouraged. I don't care how negative, how positive. Everybody's entitled to freedom of speech, which I strongly support. Along with another amendment that I'm not going to mention. And then we have the wall plug. Again, I hope this video comes out pretty good. I'm not 100% that it will. Ignore the dogs. fire truck just rolled by and they go berserk over sirens. So that is probably going to mess me up here. But anyway. And then we have our propellers. Not a fan of this bagging that they put all this stuff in. But you have propellers. We have all 4 of our propellers here. And then just for shits and giggles, I'll take out one, examine the material that it's made out of. These look like knife blades. Alright, so it is if you can see, looks like a single blade. We have dual blades. Open up like so. And then just, I guess just for the hell of it, they put little silver indicators on the sides. Just for looks. Nothing big. So, got that. And we have one more thing, and then I will shut my mouth and we can roll on. And our extra bag of propellers. Thank you, DJI. I don't plan on going through these, hopefully. But it's always good to have a backup. Now, there might be one little bag left down here. I'm not 100%. I don't know what this is. Or is that just packaging? Try opening the side of the box. Yeah, just packaging. Alright, well. Anyway, guys, that is the unboxing of the Mavic. DJI Mavic Air. Sorry, wrong box. DJI Mavic Air 2. Highly recommended. Very good quality. I'm very impressed. It was well worth the money. Now, I will post a video at a later time about flight performance, distant performance, and of it just rolling all together. Alright, so thank y'all. Again, leave comments, subscribe to my channel. Again, I'm new at this, so words of encouragement, words of discouragement, I don't care. I'm welcoming them all. Say what y'all want. I don't care. I'm not going to censor myself. Fucking man. And if, yeah. So, I will see y'all again soon.